Shalom to the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who taught us this truth. And blessings to the brothers that's doing this work sincerely and truthfully, laboring so our Lord Yahweh Shai could come back, feeding the sheep to the elect, sincere men, women, and children that are believers. All right, so let's get into it. Let's just jump straight into the scripts and we'll build from there. 2 Peter 3:3, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts. Scoffers walking after their own lusts is what you see at an all-time high. Okay. Every time you turn on the TV, someone's scoffing about the truth. Every time you turn on the Instagram, Twitter, someone somewhere in this world is scoffing, okay, at the thought and the sight of the Hebrew Israelites, okay, at our ministry, which these people don't realize that this is their culture. You know, you're scoffing and mocking your own culture that you forsook for the ways of your oppressor. Of course, it wasn't on your own doing, but now, like you said, the scriptures say the Most High had winked at your ignorance. But hey, once you come to know this knowledge, or once you've been presented this word and this information, hey, you're from that point on, you're held accountable for your actions, man. You're marked, if you will. All right. It's better that you don't even hear this word, but the Most High has it set up to where all you people are going to hear this word. All right. And the people are scoffing, you know, every single day every time we are on the highways and the hedges. All right. The people walk up and down the street, pride, you know, in their pride, you know, overly boasting and prideful, and they don't own a thing, you know. Here it is, you are oppressed, and, you know, you living on welfare and CCIS and government assistance, and you doing all these things, but yet you got the audacity to walk up and down the street proud, man, like you own something when you don't own a damn thing. And that's the problem with Jake. You know, at least these heathen, they have something to be prideful in, man. They have something to be proud of. But you Jakes, man, y'all don't have nothing to be proud of. All right. Y'all need to be humble, man, and come back to your root. All right. And this is what they say, right? And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation, right? People would say to us, oh, you've been prophesying the world's going to end and Jacob's trouble and all out chaos. You've been saying this for years now, man. But everything looks up and up to me. You know, this is what the people say. You know, they say that, oh, not in my lifetime. Hey, you know, I believe that, you know, the Lord won't come back, but not in this lifetime, not in my lifetime. And the next generation, and then they expect the next generation to say that, you know, or you'll say that to somebody and they'll be 65 and they'll say, not in my lifetime. Then you'll say that to somebody in their 40s. Oh, not in my lifetime. Then you say that to somebody in their 20s. Not in my lifetime. Well, it's going to be in all y'all lifetimes, man, unless you fucking 65 and you croak, man. So the Most High is stirring up the people ultimately to be set up for destruction. You know, because we know, as the scriptures say, what cometh before destruction? Pride. And what has the Most High done? He has filled the very hearts of these people with pride. And the crazy thing about it is that their pride stands on nothing. You know, these people are prideful of nothing. All right. They have nothing to be proud of, man. You know, the pride literally stands on nothing. All right. And that's where the Most High is getting these people with the okie doke, man. Because you're trying to boast in something that is non-existent. Here it is, Jacob walk up and down the street talking about oh, I'm a black king, oh, I'm a black queen. But you live in the hood, man. You live in the ghetto. You ain't got no heat, man. You got holes in your windows, man. Your car 30 years old. And I'm not saying that, we ultimately, at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make is, here it is, you struggling, man. And you got the nerve to be proud and walk around like you somebody. But you a whole nigga for real, man. You dabbling in all these other religions. You don't believe in God. What is your hope? What do you have hope in? Because you don't have nothing going for you in his life. Niggas smoking all day long, drinking all day, doing nothing with their lives, man. But got the nerve to be prideful, bro. To be proud. That's why there's a lot of death coming to our people, man. Because they're prideful. And when we sit out here and we try to tell them that they need to change their ways, because the Most High is his return is imminent. And with that return, the Most High gonna kill your ass, man. Here it is. They want to scoff and kiss their teeth, man. And talk shit. Excuse my language, But hey, you know what? The Most High gonna have the last say, man. He gonna have the last laugh. Because these people, I don't even want to say they underestimate the Lord, man. They don't even consider the Lord. And don't get me started on these wacky-tacky Christians, man. Verse 5, it says, "For this they are willingly ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water," right? The earth and the heavens are of old, man. It's like, well, the heavens are of old, okay? And the earth was created far before your time, man. The waters, above, the waters below, all these things were written and designed and planned, all with a purpose, all right? And a plan. And that plan, or the blueprint, if you will, that everything was built upon, everything that was created upon, the Most High had set up to where there were certain events that had to take place at their appointed times. Regardless if we've prophesied of the downfall of America for 50, 60 years, that's nothing. Noah was prophesying. Now, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I have to go back and check. But if I'm not mistaken, 100 years. Could have been more, could have been less. But from my understanding, Noah was prophesying that it was going to rain and it was going to flood the earth for about 100 years. And we've been on the scene prophesying for my elders, 60 years maybe? 50, 60 years? And through the Spirit, I believe only a few more is left at most, man, until Yahweh Shai make that return. So, hey, they're willingly ignorant of this, man. They don't realize that the Most High had everything set up from the beginning, all right? Verse 6, whereby the world whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished, right? Because the Most High flooded the earth, all right? He flooded the earth and only saved, 8 people from the flood? Who knows how many people were on the earth, man? But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, right? The heaven and the earth, which are now, right? The things you see around you, the ways, the sky, the waters, the ground, the soil, the way of life, the economy, all right? The philosophies, everything is kept in store in its manner, right? Reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Okay, so the Most High is waiting for. I don't even want to say waiting. The Most High has a specific plan. Okay, and He has everything outlined to happen at this given time, and everything's going to happen in this given time in this perfect order. And when it all goes down, we're all going to say, you know what I mean? It's going to make sense. All right. The Most High is going to allow these certain events to happen, and it's going to happen so beautifully. It's going to be like a well-written orchestra, Everything just goes so cohesively, or what is it called? Amicably well, to the point where it just flows. All right. And that's what's going to happen with these last few prophecies. It's just going to happen, and it's going to be a domino effect, and it's going to be so smooth that we're going to be seeing prophecies come to pass. We're going to be seeing certain events, and everything's just going to happen amazingly. All right. Because ultimately we have the watch to see these things. And when we see it, all the pieces are going to come together. All right. And I could go a little bit more into that, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to end that there. Habakkuk 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It might seem like it's taking a long time. It might seem like the Lord is taking his time, right? The Lord is dragging it out. That's what it might seem like, but no, the Lord's not dragging it out. The Lord's speeding it up. If you really want to be technical, because the scriptures say that the Most High, so like, except those days be shortened, no flesh shall be saved. So we know that the days are shortened, if you will, or the time has been sped up. Even going into Esdras, second Esdras, it says, pray for few days unto you, for the kingdom is already prepared. So we know that the Most High is speeding up the time ultimately. All right, shortening the days, if you will, so that that time and that day and that hour, when it comes, it's going to come in a time when we least expect it, but yet we expect it. All right, those that are in the know, those that the Most High revealed the eye salve to see, that he's given his secret. So we're going to be caught by surprise, but we're not going to be caught off guard, if that makes sense. I think that's the best way I can put it. It's going to be a shocking, like a surprise, because it's going to come in a time and a day and an hour where we don't not. But we're also not going to be caught off guard. Why? Because we're always on our guard, all right? Because Yahweh Shai told us to watch, all right? To be in the spirit of prophecy, all right? To be on a watchman, because you need to see what's coming, and you need to warn the people. All right? Let me see, is there something in verse 4 I want to read? No. All right, and let's just get this right here. And this is for the people, because this is what they feel in their heart. Psalms 14 and 1. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, the fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. All right. So only a fool says there's no God, man. So all you science folk, all you're trying to do is prove that there is no God, and your actions of trying to prove there is no God, you're just proving that there is a God. Energy is never destroyed, only transferred. So where did the energy from the Big Bang theory come to, even create the Big Bang? The energy had to come from somewhere, right? If that's your theory. Evolution, all these different things, it's all bogus, man. There was a creator, a designer, someone who created the way of life, someone who created the animals, someone who created the anatomy, the biology of how the body works, all right? The physiology, the kinesiology of the human body, not even just the human body, the body of animals, insects, and everything, man. The minerals, all these things, man. It took a creator, a designer, all right? And only a fool believes that there is no God. You don't, even if you don't believe in our God, or the Arab God, or the Chinese God, whatever. The fact that you don't believe that there is a God, a higher power, something, a force that created the things that you see before you, or the way of life, you're a fool, man. There's no other way to put it. So that's all I really wanted to talk about on that. Lord willing, this video was edifying. I'll leave it there. Shalom.